Hello everyone, welcome to Lion's Game Room. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Nilo Game Table. Let's play. Okay, here it is. This is a Nilo Gamer Table. Just taking video of the boxes so you can see how it arrived when we got it. The boxes are in pretty bad shape, so we're kind of anxious to see what the product looks like when we take it out. But we did get a kick out of this box here. Not only is it smashed, but they put it in a Home Depot box, which we're not sure if they were just short on boxes and they just threw it in a random box, or they just didn't have any boxes because of the shortage, because of the pandemic. But let's go ahead and open everything and see what kind of shape the product is in. After unboxing the Nilo Gamer Table, everything in here looks pretty well made. The finish on the boards are beautiful. It is actually a dark walnut finish on this, the one we ordered. And on the end boards, they actually had the Nilo engraved into the wood, which I think is a really nice touch. We also ordered trays that I'm super excited about, because it actually has your dice trays, and then these are for like cards you can set there, and you can also use this tray like if you play Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that to set your books on this, so you can actually use them from there. And we also ordered some cup holders to go on it as well. The only bad thing is with these trays that we came across, this one right here, we opened the box and it was all scuffed up. Had really deep gouges and scratches and stuff in it, which is fine. 1 out of the 6 isn't bad. I kind of wish none of them did, but take it way we will. And then on another one of these, which if I can pick it up without picking everything else up, I actually, because the way it was packaged, I actually gouged one of them with my utility knife because of the way it was packaged. I didn't know that there wasn't anything there to block it, so I actually went too deep and put a nice little scratch in it, which that was on me, it wasn't on them. And the table board itself is an actual MDF board. I kind of wish it was an actual solid plywood or solid furniture wood, but I mean, it's still really thick. It looks like it's probably about between 5/8 and 3/4 inch MDF board, which is a very nice board. And the mat, which will also help with the MDF, is a very thick rubber mat. We ordered it in blue, but they do offer other colors as well. So it also didn't come with instructions. So we're actually going to try to figure our way through this and try to see if we can actually get this thing together. And we'll show you what it looks like when we're finished. Okay, so I kind of got it laid out how I'm going to do it. I actually have the board flipped upside down, so the legs are going to be on the bottom. So I can actually piece it all together on the floor laying down, and then I can just flip the whole thing over on its top when I'm done. Just by looking at it, because there's no instructions, so I'm kind of trying to figure this out as I go. I'm going to leave one of the ends off so I can actually slide the MDF board in after I get it flipped over. So, and then as I'm unpacking this and setting everything out where it goes, I noticed I'm missing 2 lock washers, which is not a big deal. They're only a couple cents a piece, so I can always go and buy those later and put those in. So let's get started. day 2 of trying to assemble this table. We've taken off all 4 ends trying to get the table part on, and we have had no luck at all. So we've tried to contact customer support. We sent them an email, and when we tried to send them an email, it says their mailbox is full and it kicks our email back. What we ran into is this piece of plywood right here, or MDF, will not slide into these slots right here. So we looked online, and there's a few people had the same issue, and their solution was, since this has this little raised edge right here, which they said that's causing most of the problem, they went ahead and took a sander and sanded that down. Even though I hate to do that, that seems to be the way to get the table together. Alright, finally have it together here. It took me about another hour to sand everything down. I had to sand down those edges like I showed you before, and then I actually had to sand down the edge of the top and bottom edge of the MDF for the end pieces to fit on, because the miter cut wasn't lined up with the rest of it. It was just a little off. So I had to sand that down so it would actually cover over the edge of the MDF. But I finally got that on. Everything seemed to tighten up okay, except for this edge right here. It's tight. I mean, it's not going anywhere, but there's a gap there now. So, I mean, other than that, everything else seemed to be a lot better. After I got it all together, it looks beautiful. It's a nice looking table. I was super stoked to get this table because I've always wanted a board game table. I'm probably going to use this a lot now that I have it, and we're probably going to try to record some videos on it. But the mat itself, I mean, it's a very nice mat. You don't hear any of the dice roll as well. It's very muffled. It's a very soft felt. The only downfall is with it, when they made it, you can see they didn't make it wide enough so you can see the edges on both sides. The length is okay because you can see over here. Sorry if I'm moving the camera a little fast. You see the edge right there, and I could pull it over a little bit, but then you'll see it on this side. So either way, you're going to end up seeing it. So, I mean, as far as that goes, if that's the only critique I have with the mat, that's not really that bad. I can deal with that. But these little trays are nice. They hold your dice pretty well. The cup holders are nice. You can pretty much put whatever you want in it. You can even take these little cups out and drop something in there, which is nice. And on these trays, not only can you hold your dice, you can also hold cards right here in this little slot here. And I actually have it demonstrated with 2 books, but I tried it with 3 books earlier, and it holds 2 books pretty well. I said the only reason why I tested it, because I know, like, if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, you're going to need a couple books, at least 2 or 3. But, I mean, all in all, it's a beautiful table. The way that it was constructed, well, say pre-constructed, before it was shipped, was kind of poor. So until, I would say, they get everything figured out and corrected, I would probably pass on this table for now, if I was you. I mean, it's a good table, but we had to go through a lot to get it together. And it was supposed to be a relatively easy build. But if you're in the market for a table, and you're kind of wanting to get one right now, I would probably hold off if you're wanting to get one from Nilo, because their kids' tables are phenomenal. We had one for our son, and it was great. But the gamer tables need a lot more work. So that's my review of the Nilo Gamer Table. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And keep playing.